Hello everybody,
Hi.
my name is Andreas and with me I have Heidi.
Hey guys.
And we're gonna do like from our new studio, we're gonna make a tutorial kind of? Can you call it a tutorial? It's sort of like a tutorial, but it's basically just...
We're gonna talk.
It's a teaching.
Yeah.
It's a sermon from the Lord.
We're gonna talk.
No, it's not a sermon, but we're gonna talk about stuff that we just learned. It's basically about emotions and intellect, emotions, and emotional intelligence, which is three awesome keys, especially if you are in leadership and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we're gonna make it interesting, so we're gonna just do it at all these three things. I mean, in less than 5 minutes. So we're gonna just
talk fast.
And hope you pay attention. And I have to say sorry for my mumbling if I mumble.
He does mumble sometimes.
Anyway, so without any more further ado, can you say
Yeah.
that? Yeah. Without further ado, we're gonna start with Heidi.
Alright, so I'm gonna start off talking about intellect. Now, intellect and intelligence are two different things. You could kind of say that intellect is intelligence applied. Intellect is kind of thinking creatively. So you have all this intelligence, you have all this knowledge, and intellect is actually knowing how to apply it in your life, how to solve problems. For example, your life can be like a whole bunch of dots, and intellect is actually knowing how to connect the dots. Because it won't really help if you read a book and you don't know how to apply it to your life. So intellect is actually applying what you know in a practical way into your life. Jacques Braun, he said something really good in his book, and I'm just going to read you the quote. Basically, he said, "The intellect is intelligence stored up and made into habits of discipline." So it's intelligence made into discipline, so practically walked out. Intellect is signs and symbols of meaning, proving that you actually know stuff. It's chains of reasoning, and it spurs emotions. It's a shorthand by which the mind can skip connectives, recognize ability, and communicate truth. So it even sometimes skips over dots, just making quick connections. Basically, that's intellect.
Or as Chicken Pot Pie at College Confidential would say, it's basically knowing a lot of words, a bunch of words that people don't really understand or care about.
That's a good quote.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about emotions. So you probably have felt like when somebody hits you in the face, that's really common, or if you fall down the stairs or something and you just bruise yourself really hard in the face or whatever, you just feel like this thing bubbling up inside of you. That's probably one of the basic emotions that we all humans have, which is anger. And we all humans have, wherever on earth, we have 5 basic emotions, which is joy, fear, anger, disgust, and sadness. That's the 5 basic ones. But on top of that, we have more, but I'm not going to talk about it right yet. But what's interesting is also our emotions, they can be triggered in 2 different ways. They can be judgmental or like perceived emotions. So for instance, one example for judgmental emotion would be like, if you're watching a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, which everybody loves, and he's Jack in Titanic and he dies. Yeah. Or if you're watching Romeo and Juliet and Leonardo dying there as well, it's really sad. Or if you're watching Inception, well, not Inception, we're not really sure if he's
I don't understand that movie.
Anyway, watching a movie
with Leonardo DiCaprio in it,
yeah,
you will probably cry.
You'll probably cry. But that's a judgmental emotion, not the perceived one, because that's what happens when something physically impacts your body. We also have like higher moral emotions as well, which is like emotions like guilt, shame, embarrassment, and pride. An example of these kind of emotions would be like if you're farting in public. Nobody really does that, but it might happen, and you're sitting there and like, oops, I just farted. And you realize you farted, and then you look around you, and people will start looking at you, be like, oh, what is that smell? And then you're having like self-reflection, you realize what's happened, and then you feel the embarrassment. It happens after you're self-reflected on what just happened. So we have like that kind of emotions as well.
Yeah, so emotional intelligence is basically those two together. When you're aware of your emotions, when you know what your emotions are, and you know how to connect the dots and what to do with that, you're also aware of other people's emotions and of a group's emotions. Daniel Goleman, he separates emotional intelligence into 5 things. Self-awareness, like he said, like knowing what your emotions are. Self-regulation, being able to control your emotions. So if you're angry, knowing how to like control yourself. Internal motivation. So instead of doing things because you're being pressured by someone else or because someone's telling you to or yelling at you, you're internally motivated. You actually have a passion to do stuff that comes from the inside. Empathy, which is learning other people's emotions. And social skills, being able to manage relationships and build connections. That's all part of your EQ. So those are all really, really important things for your emotional intelligence. So you want to grow this. You want to grow how you interact with people, how you understand their feelings, because that's a good leader, is knowing other people's feelings and just knowing yourself more and more and more. That is emotional intelligence in 5 minutes.
There we go.
Yeah.
We made it.
We did it with time to spare. Did you hear that? It was like a beep. That was good.
That's good.
So.
Which is interesting though. These are key if you're gonna be in leadership.
Yeah.
Like, so many people don't really even realize about how important this is. So like, what tips would be like to say journal about it?
Yeah, that's how you know your emotions, is like journal. Like a couple
these
journals per day.
Almost all.
So that way you actually get to know your emotions and you know how you react to certain things and you're actually thinking about it and processing things.
Yeah. So that's basically it.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching and thank you for learning.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Should say like, and remember to subscribe to Heidi's channel.
No.
This is one video there.
No. But yeah, there's only one video, you're right.
One video?
Yeah, you can totally subscribe to my channel if you want.
But subscribe to my channel. And I have,
it's really cool.
And if you want to see the behind the scenes of this movie, we have the second channel, my second channel. It's going to be linked below. And yeah, good talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Follow us on Instagram.
Instagram, yeah.
Boom.
Boom. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you name it.
I don't really have a fan page, but... Oh.
People will follow you.
Well, that's true. Might be creepy.